Let's get you the very latest in terms of the pollution. It's the National Green Tribunal that sought responses from the Delhi Police Chief and the Special Commissioner of Traffic Management about measures taken to mitigate air pollution due to vehicular movement and parking issues. The NGT has said that vehicular pollution significantly is contributing to the air pollution and that police are responsible for traffic control. Now, the Commission for Air Quality Management has also convened a meeting to assess the enforcement action by Delhi as well as neighbouring states amid that aim to combat air pollution in the NCR region. The discussion focused on several critical areas, including the status of monitoring paddy stubble burning, vehicular pollution control and industrial emissions. While the Delhi government has decided to reinstate 10,000 civil defence volunteers who were terminated last year while working as bus marshals in DTC and cluster buses to work as volunteers in order to mitigate the air pollution. These volunteers will be reinstated. Well, that is what the Chief Minister of Delhi, Aali, has announced. And to get more on this, we have my colleague Shreya joining us. Shreya, the NGT has said that vehicular pollution significantly contributes to the air pollution, and that is why the police is being held responsible for traffic control.
Absolutely. The NGT has held both the Delhi Police Commissioner and the Special Commissioner of Traffic Management because we understand that the vehicular emission is the largest contributor to the rising air pollution in the national capital, and it is the responsible of the police to ensure that these unauthorized old vehicles should be banned, and traffic management should be a topmost priority, and most importantly this parking issue that citizens are being urged to use more and more public transport and less of private cars. For that, the parking fees had been spiked up. But of course, we have seen only NDMC had implemented it. The MCD areas, the MCD did not implement this rise in parking fee, and therefore NGT has asked the Delhi government and the Municipal Corporation of Delhi to maintain these measures, the GRAP 2 measures, and the NGT has also emphasized the need for transparency of these GRAP 2 measures as to what kind of AQI levels should be ideally to sort of trigger action, and what kind of measures should be taken, and that should be on the MCD and the Delhi government to ensure that it gets implemented and people follow it. And the next hearing is on November 5th. Right now, I am in Anand Vihar, which is one of the most polluted areas in the national capital. The AQI has entered the very poor category. It is 326 right now, and the major pollutant PM 2.5 levels is 154, which is almost 10 times higher than the safe limits as recommended by the World Health Organization.
Right, Shreya, of course, the situation is only set to get worse, is from what we're hearing. We have Dr. Gufran Beg, a meteorologist and scientist, joining us to get us more on this. Dr. Beg, what is the forecast for this Aali, and can we be hopeful this time around and expect it to be any better, any different from previous years, given there's a ban on crackers?
Yes, the ban of crackers are going on for last many years. But as we have seen until last year that the amount of firecrackers are declined but not stopped. Now the point here is that this coming 2 weeks are really going to be very, very critical, and already air quality index has gone to the upper end of very poor, and meteorological conditions are right there, very favorable for all the intrusion, if it is at all the Aali is being burned, and if local conditions are also wind, I saw seeing for last 2 days are very calm, less than 4 to 5 kilometers per hour. Humidity is gone to for 95% or so. So that is the conditions which are very congenial for not dispersing any pollutant and arresting in Delhi. So even if there is a little bit of firecracker, 50% of the firecrackers of last year, what has been done, and the number of fire counts had declined significantly, but still they are there. So the number of fire counts are maybe 100, 200, and all those things are happening. Then in all probability, 31st and 1st air quality is likely to be enter in that severe zone, because we are already sitting on the fence on the very poor.
So no different as far as Diwali and the run-up to Diwali is concerned. Dr. Beg, going ahead, according to some reports, this winter is expected to be harsh due to La Nina. Does a harsh winter mean worse in terms of pollution, and does La Nina have an impact on pollution?
Yes, that is something which people do not understand, that in addition to the normal mitigation measures, we have another thing which is hanging on us, is the climatological conditions, climate change condition. And La Nina is, I told that La Nina is becoming so uncertain that meteorologists were telling earlier it will come on July, August, and then shifted. And now it is likely to be, getting into the October, November, this at least 50% probability is there. Now, if that is happening, then for the northern India, the slower surface wind, it has been already established, is likely to really little better for the northern part of India. But La Nina is not setting up until, let's say that if it doesn't set up by November or something, then we are still getting into the El Nino. And El Nino is a real disaster in terms of air pollution for the northern part of India. Winds are slowing down, which will help further getting it slowed down, and then dispersion will not be there. But
right.
Yeah.
Dr. Beg, if winds really play the most crucial part when it comes to the problem of pollution, can we expect any better in terms of the wind, whether it's the wind direction or the wind movement, the wind speed, as far as Diwali and the run-up to Diwali is concerned?
See, wind, as far as there is no possibility, there are clear skies, then hazy conditions are there. There is no possibility for next 1 week that winds in any way, surface winds are going to be increasing in the next 1 week. It is likely to be less than 5 kilometers per hour, and that is something which is really deadly. But then larger question, Divya, here is that still, as I have been all the time telling, that when you talk about dealing maximum focus, if you keep it only on dust, then you are mitigating only PM10. And PM10 is not a major pollutant, much of a problem in terms of it is a problem, but not as severe as PM2.5 has. And transport, the vehicular transport is the major problem in this thing. And the 40% of the emissions local comes from there. Unless that is being mitigated, that is being tackled, traffic management is not done, stagnation conditions of the vehicles are not stopped, then the problem is likely to be mitigation measures are not going to work so significantly. And I think
Right.
NGT also told yesterday that vehicular pollution is something which need to be, and that is true, that is where it is. And not only that vehicular pollution will increase the pollution if it is not curbed, but the kind of a toxic elements comes out from the high temperature combustion with petrol and diesel burning, that is even much more deadly.